Luka Doncic still dealing with that knee injury, but going to give it a go tonight. Remember, he's averaging just under 32 points a game in the playoffs. That's the second highest in NBA history over the course of a career. Welcome inside our Los Angeles studios, Stephen A. Smith, Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon. I'm Malika Andrews. How about those Cleveland Cavaliers? They get the win 118-94. I want to start where Donovan Mitchell left off. Evan Mobley. 20-10-5, the first player in the playoffs to do that in the Cavs uniform since LeBron James in 2018. So impressive, Stephen A.
Big-time performance by him. He showed up. Obviously, with Jared Allen being out, he was going to have to up his game, and that's exactly what he did in this particular game. I got to give some love to Karis LeVert, too. He came off the bench. What did he give you? 21 points on 9 of 17 shooting. Got to give props where props is due in that regard. And essentially, the Boston Red Celtics had no answer whatsoever. Just a one-on-one play, very little movement. ISO ball, which isn't going to get it done.
I do want to turn our attention to the next game here on ESPN, the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. How can Dallas even this up?
Well, listen, Luka Doncic's got to play better despite that injured knee. Kyrie Irving has to continue to be who he's been. Somebody else got to step up. P.J. Washington, Tim Hardaway, Gafford, somebody else. Because OKC is going to get a collective effort.
Steve Kerr said something interesting. When you blow out a team in game one, watch out for game two. So I think Dallas is going to bring a game here. I think it'll be a close game. But what do I know?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we get a prediction?
Do not listen to me.
It's time to get you out to Oklahoma City.
Listen to Bob. Yes, listen to Bob.
And Bob, we trust.
Oh, my gosh.
The NBA Conference semifinals on ESPN are delivered by Chipotle. Real food for real athletes. Chipotle, for real.
It's game two between the Mavericks and the Thunder as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the West semifinals delivered by Chipotle. A sold-out Paycom Center in Oklahoma City where the Western Conference's #1 seeded Thunder look to take a 2-0 series lead over the Mavs. Two MVP finalists squaring off once again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming off a 29-point performance in game one. Luka Doncic, meanwhile, has struggled with his shot while dealing with a knee injury. Looks to break out tonight. In the other Western semi, surprising Minnesota up 2-0 on the reigning champs with game 3 in the Twin Cities tomorrow night right here on ESPN. And with Hall of Famer Hubie Brown, I'm Dave Pasch. We'll check in with Katie George here in a little bit. Hubie, no team this young has ever done what Oklahoma City has done. And the face of the franchise, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, has become one of the best players in the game.
Look, at 6'6", he's a total package. In game one, not only the 29 points, but look at the rest of the line. 11 for 13 from foul shooting. Gives you 9 boards and 9 assists. A lot of people kind of omit that when they're talking about his talent. But he is the total package.
Meanwhile, you got Luka. We talked about his struggles trying to fight through that knee injury.
Yeah.
Not shot the ball well. But we know what he's capable of. We also know what Oklahoma City's defense is capable of based on game one.
Yeah, look, Dort at 6'4" is physical, and he's pounding away at Doncic. Now, you have to understand, not only the 19 points, but he only had 19 shots, 6 for 19. They really did a fantastic job with him, not only in the one-on-one, but in the double teams. They did not allow him to get to his favorite areas in order to hurt you.
Starting lineups brought to you by Modelo. Joining Luka, Kyrie Irving, who's been great in the second half, struggled in the first half. Jones, Washington, and Gafford, the elite shot blocker. With Gilgeous-Alexander, you've got Giddey, Dort, who you touched on, Hubie, Chet Holmgren, the outstanding rookie, and Jalen Williams, who has been so terrific for the Thunder the last 2 seasons. Didn't play great through 3 quarters of game one, but had a big fourth quarter as the Thunder won game one, 117-95. Oklahoma City is yet to lose in the playoffs. In fact, the Thunder has won 10 straight games going back to the regular season. That ties the longest win streak for the franchise in a decade. Dallas lost game 1 of the first round against the Clippers. Won that series, though, in 6. Well, we'll have a similar outcome for the Mavs tonight and throughout the rest of this series. Scott Foster, James Williams, Ed Malloy are officiating crew for game 2. Here's Dort, along with being an elite defender, has become one of the top three-point shooters for OKC. Tied up here by Irving, and they'll jump it up.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Defense keeping the foul shooters off the